Ah, peace be still. Hello, brilliant ones. People have feelings, even if they don't show them. They don't have to laugh if they're happy. They don't have to cry if they're sad. They don't have to yell if they're mad. People do have emotions, but some people do not show them. Two things. One, a lack of physical reaction means nothing. If someone calls someone a name, that person does not have to roll their eyes to prove that they're irritated. They can be irritated without rolling their eyes. If someone spent a whole semester working and putting all their energy into their sport with their team and they get all the way up to the championship and they lose, they don't have to cry to prove that they're sad. A lack of physical emotion means nothing. If you say something to someone and they have a zero reaction, that does not mean that they have a zero feeling reaction concerning what you said, what you did, what they see, whatever. If someone does something, if a wife does something to a husband he doesn't appreciate and it really hurts his feelings, he might not spring up some tears in front of her. I mean, that doesn't mean that, that she didn't make him sad. It goes with kids, parents, teachers, everything. Hey, your professor, if they feel ashamed of something, someone said in the class that was totally inappropriate, and it's like, and they don't blush, that does not mean they're not embarrassed that just happened in their classroom. A lack of physical reaction means absolutely nothing. Do not go by lack of physical reaction to determine whether or not someone has feelings. Two, a dearth of verbal reaction means nothing. Just because, a kid who's bullied does not, with words of, response, does not mean that they do not have a physical, that they do not have an emotional reaction to what that person said. Oh yes, they have an emotional reaction, but they may not verbalize that. That goes with everybody. Some people may do it, some people may not. You have a surprise party for someone and they're like, oh yay, thanks for the party. And they're not, jumping around saying, thank you, I'm so happy. That does not mean that they're not genuinely happy. That you threw a surprise party for them. You cannot go by what they say or what they do not say. That's obviously true, especially if you're texting someone and they're busy in the middle of a board meeting and you say, the kid says, we're leaving for the trip with the school band, and the father gets the text message. He's like, okay, have fun, bye. And the kid's like, well, he didn't say I love you, so he must not love, well, he must not love me, for exaggerating my point. No, the father's just busy. The father just didn't have time to sit there and say, hold up with the whole meeting, let me stop. I need to send my kid a text message. Oh, I love you, my wonderful son. You're absolutely beautiful to look at. You're a wonderful kid. You're handsome. Me and your mother just love you, and hey, they don't have time for that. But that does not mean that the father does not have concern or care for the child. Conversely, you do have to know, well, we'll do that in another video. But remember, a lack of physical response or lack of verbal response means absolutely nothing when it comes to determining whether or not someone has an emotional reaction to something. So when you're talking to someone, do not judge a lack of response to whether or not they have feelings about it. Some people may feel extremely strong about something, but they do not show it. Someone could be really, really, really upset about something they watched on television, but just because they just sit there and they're quiet and they click the channel does not mean that they're, oh wow, that didn't bother you at all. It may have actually really did bother them. And they may go to prayer for about 2.5 hours after it because of it. But anyways, remember, a physical reaction means nothing if it's not there. A verbal reaction means nothing if it's not there. People do have feelings, they do have emotions, even if they don't choose to share them with the world. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Bye.